Hey, welcome to the channel. Are you a Bronco owner and need more storage in your Bronco? Well, we just found another product from our friends at Turn Off Road to do just that. So,
let's get started.
Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Nick, aka Dad.
And I'm Addie, aka the Monkey.
Hey, and if you're not a subscriber, you need to smash that subscribe button because Monk and I, we're finding more tips, more tricks, and definitely a lot more products to put on our Bronco that you can put on yours. And this week is no exception. You know, a few videos ago, we did the Turn Off-Road exterior molle panels to give us more storage solutions. And those have been great to be able to hang things off the side of our Bronco. But we're finding we need more storage on the inside of the Bronco. So again, we turned to our friends over at Turn Off-Road and we purchased a set of their interior molle panels. So in this video, we're going to review those panels and show you how to install them. So
let's get started.
Well, let's take a look at what Turn Off-Road has sent us here with our interior molle panels. Again, what we've come to know and love from them is they wrap everything really well. I mean, everything's in that foam, everything's shrink wrapped. Hardware is always marked really well. I mean, so everything we've come to know from those guys at Turn Off-Road, they do great work as far as making sure your products that you're purchasing are coming protected from them. So this is, again, really nice. So let's get this all unwrapped and show you what the product looks like. Well, here they are unboxed. You're really, you know, Monk and I looking over, I love the Turn Off-Road logo down here in the corner. It's got a really nice finish to it. The powder coat's really well done. By what I've seen, it's like a 3-stage process powder coat, so it should be really durable. Give you plenty of mounting options here, both obviously with the squares and with the holes being able to mount different ways, which is really nice. It's actually fairly thick. We came in at just a little over 3 millimeters or 0.12 inches. And by what the website says, each panel is able to hold 40 pounds of capacity. So pretty stout. They give you nice brackets as well. The cool thing is that we got an L on one and an R on the other. So I'm assuming, you know, obviously left and right, but driver, passenger, I guess we'll figure that out as we go along here to mount these in. And then these are really nicely powder coated as well as the bigger brackets here and the smaller ones. Again, everything's really about the same thickness, which is really nice. Everything's pretty uniformed, and the powder coat pretty much on all of it is really nice. So looking forward to getting this put on. So as far as my review of the product, it is in great shape, looks really sturdy, arrived in good shape, and yeah, we're excited to get these things put on. So let's get to the install. To begin, we need to get this little U-shaped panel out here. And really, you can use a pry tool or a trim removal tool, or sometimes you can just put your hand back in here. And we've removed these enough that they pretty much pop right out. And basically, the bolt we have holding in our sub is also the one we need to get out and use for the install. So we'll get this removed and get ready to install the right side bracket. Now the bolt we have is different. We're using a Torx 40 because this is our gear shade subwoofer bracket here, but most of the time this would be a 13 millimeter if you have it in there. So just be note, it'll be this one right here. You've got 2 holes up here that would have been, I think, for a soft top, but we're using this bolt just down below those 2 there. Let me get this out with our Torx and then put on the bracket. Now what Monk's doing is she's taking off the cover for our passenger side rear seatbelt cover here, that up top, that exposes the bolt that's up there that holds that mount in, and that is a Torx 45 that takes that. So she'll remove that so we can use that for one of our mounting spots. So when Monk took the seatbelt off, this is basically what we have. This little like metal washer is over the top of the spacer. You need to cut that. So we used a flat bladed screwdriver and then just some wire cutters and pried it up enough to where I get the wire cutters underneath there then, and snipped it right off, pulled it off, and now we need to remove this spacer to install a bracket. So what Monk is doing now, she's reinstalling this, and basically you took that little washer off there so you could remove the spacer, and then she puts the shoulder bracket basically on first, and then she's going to reinstall that washer back onto the bolt and put it right back in. We're going to leave it loose for now just in case we need to make adjustments once we put the molle panel on the window here. All right, so the next bracket goes right up here. This is your speakers are here, and just to the right or left of them, depending on which side you're on, there's a hole right there. We'll be using the M8 bag that they gave us, these bolts here and washer, to put on this next bracket, which is this little L bracket. And this side that my finger's touching is what goes against the roll bar. And you'll be using an Allen 5, metric 5, to put those in. So what Monk's doing now is she's putting the molle panel in place, and we're going to be using these M6 bolts and a washer, plus you've got a washer for the backside and the little M6 nuts that go with it. That is a 4mm Allen for the head of these bolts and a 10mm for the nuts. Now she's going to start with this back one, get it secured, and we'll continue on. Okay, now that we've got this one loosely done, we went down here and I've already installed these two as well with its backing plate, and now Monk is working on the one up front using, again, the bolt, a washer, and nut. So they're sandwiched in there. So looking good. We'll get this all wrapped up, get it all tightened down and into spot, and we'll wrap this video up. Well, I mean, that's it behind us. You can see it kind of over here. Hopefully you can. It was a really pretty easy install. I mean, taking off the bits and pieces that you do, I mean, the side piece, not a big deal. So all the hardware was there. You do use an M5 for the bolt that goes in the upper roll bar here. M4 M4 Allen for the rest of them. But no, it's pretty easy. Monk, what'd you think?
I thought it was really easy to put in. It's just, there's this missing trim piece.
Yeah, we do have this trim piece, and it's not Turn Off Road's fault. We do have a gear shade subwoofer box mounted back in there. So it is a 10-inch subwoofer. If you've seen some of our previous videos, we just installed that. But this, it has that bracket that's a little thick, and that's just enough to keep this bracket or this trim piece from going on. So we're gonna do a little trimming here just to fit it on there. But other than that, it really looks good. We're looking forward to getting some of our gear on these instead of having it roll around in the back of the Bronco, and just makes a little bit more room for us for the strollers and the wagons and just everything else. So if you're looking for another interior storage solution, check out Turn Off Road. We'll put a link down below. And if you use the link to get there, that'll get you 10% off your entire purchase. So if you buy bumpers and you buy the molle panels and the exterior molle, whatever, 10% off, use our link down below. But we appreciate you watching as always. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, because like we said, we're gonna come up with some tips, we're gonna find some tricks, and we're always gonna find products that we put on our Bronco that you can use on yours. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.
Bye.